All right, so in this brief segment, as Slim mentioned, I'm going to take a peek at a couple of our services. Just going to share my screen, get started. With our premium memberships, you can depend on world-class technical analysis, trade planning tools, education, and support for active traders and investors. At AskSlim, we are pure technical analysts. We're bull bear agnostic, and we let the charts do the talking. Our AskSlim methodology. So we utilize Slim's unique analytical methodology where he has been dedicated to this craft for 6 decades of continued refinement and innovation, from the hustle of the CBOE trading pits to the book that launched Slim's illustrious technical analysis career. This journey has brought him now to be the preeminent cycle and technical analyst. So what I wanted to show you is, as an extension of that development process, we have 2 awesome innovations that the team here, guided by Slim, we have developed exclusively for our premium members. And those 2, as Slim mentioned, are our AskSlim ChartsHub and our new day trader service. So first, we're going to take a peek at the AskSlim ChartsHub. I'm going to pull over my level 2 dashboard because it's available in levels 2 through 4. The new ChartsHub, you have just that. We have 84 of the best and widely held traded stocks, ETFs, and futures. So what you can do is you can basically pick any symbol of interest, click on that symbol, and that pops up our weekly chart. You click on it to see the full-size version. What's important on all of our charts is that you have the ability to see key information, and that includes our cycle timing. So we have our cycle brackets on there. So very quickly, you can get a sense of what that cycle timing is in terms of where we are in that phasing. When are those periods of risk, both on the downside and then when that money flow shifts back up to that upside. And then also we look for and include our momentum analysis. So we have proprietary momentum indicators that we utilize and we overlay on these charts, a reversal scout, our Ask Slim, the Slim ribbon. So those are posted on there. And obviously we also have key levels that we put on all the charts. So again, very easily, very quickly, you can go to our ChartsHub, you can pick the symbol of your choice, and you can quickly see those charts and get a sense of the technicals very quickly. And also on there, there is a technical briefing, and then there's the cycle low dates. So you can pinpoint when those dates are, where we're looking for those periods of risk, both on the upside and on the downside. That's our ChartsHub, an amazing set of symbols that we cover, as I mentioned, from the most widely held stocks, ETFs, and then futures markets. All right, next we're going to talk about our new day trader service. We're super excited that we've recently launched this one. I'll pull over the dashboard for it, and we'll go live and look at it. So our day trader service includes our new impulse monitor, and it also includes our SIR intraday grid 2.0. This has specifically been designed for day traders. I'm going to pull over the setup right now so you can see this, and then I'll show you our robust resource section that we also have. So this is a live picture of our day trader service. So on the left here, we have, and I'll scoot this over a little bit, our Impulse Monitor app, which has been designed with custom algorithms to pinpoint when conditions, the condition signal for impulse moves. So the first and foremost thing that we want to be able to identify is what is that dominant intraday momentum trend. And once we've identified that price and momentum trend, we also want to then pinpoint when the next impulse move is. When's that the odds that favor the next largest impulse wave. So again, on the left here is our impulse monitor, and we have outputs that represent the various conditions. And the 2 most important conditions that we're looking for is obviously when we have an impulse on in the upside, and then when we have an impulse on in the downside, and then we have variations of when the impulse is basically off or it's neutral. So right now you can see that on the cues, the impulse went on at 10 a.m. Now, if we move over to the SIR intraday grid 2.0, essentially this is a price roadmap. So every morning pre-market, this is distributed to our day traders, and throughout the market session, they can observe the price action in combination with the impulse monitor to give yourself a sense of where we are relative to key levels. And most importantly, what we're looking for again is what are the intraday trends, and then also what are the highest odds when you have the opportunity for the biggest move in that directional trend. And so this morning here, we can see that we gapped up in the Qs, we pulled back, and as we know, and from a textbook perspective, once you get through resistance, you can watch for it to become support. So in the Qs as the example here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little closer. Just at today's price action. Again, we had that gap up, came into that second level or layer of resistance, textbook pullback, but then that first layer of resistance that it pushed through, it paused, and then we can see that the impulse monitor turned on at 10 a.m. So let's just look at where that is. It's right around here. The impulse monitor turned on, and at the same time, both of our, we call our reversal scouts. We have a reversal scout swing, which picks up on a larger intraday trend, and then we have a reversal scout scalp, which is picking up on that secondary trend. Both of those also turn positive, so you get alignment between the impulse monitor being on in a positive way, and then the two reversal scout price trend indicators on, and then you can see that rally really accelerating. And then we also pinpoint when there's a likelihood of a void or a gap in the price vacuum when it comes to resistance, where you are expecting to see a penetration through that resistance zone. And what we have here is that happening where we went all the way through that acceleration zone, that price vacuum that we try to identify pre-market. So again, this is done pre-market. And if there are big moves during the morning, I will update the grids and add new levels that indicate the price zone roadmap. And I did do that this morning once the impulse monitor went on in the Qs and the reversal scouts went positive. I added in new levels on the upside, and these acceleration zone really played out well. So that's the objective of the impulse monitor in combination with the grid and our new day trader service, is to give you those high probability scenarios and be able to show you very simply when you have the highest odds for an impulse condition. All right, back to you, Slim.
All right, that's fantastic. I'll just keep that up for a second here. This is so important because look at how well for day traders this puts you in the right direction. If you follow this, and you can see the SPY, the QQQ, were impulse on. The IWM, which is really languishing there, was just simply neutral. It told you which were the strongest. It gave you the acceleration zone, and it prevented you from being on the wrong side of the market, which is such a key for traders, that they don't get on the wrong side of the market, because that's how they get their win-loss percentages wrong. And getting on the right side of it is how you get the win-loss percentages right. The size of your win versus the size of your loss, and the number of wins versus the number of losses. This is one of the best day trading setups for signals, for market conditions, than I have ever seen. Of course, the signals and the entry and exit come from the trader's own studies, the work that they do. These are not entry and exits. This is just simply market conditions to help you get on the right side of the market. So great work on that. I really like the way that you explained that. And I think that people that are day traders will absolutely love this. And we have a special going on right now on that, Matt. You want to just talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to come back here real quick and also let people know that we have a very robust resource area. So we have two sections here for educational information around the service. We have more general information with the overview of the outputs. There's an introduction that was done by Slim. Then there is a review of all of the information on the SIR intraday grid that we have here, goes through all of the various key price zones. And then we have end of day screenshots that we take so that you can see what that intraday looked like, the grid, how it finished up. And a lot of resources in there. And then also something that we just released this week are our webinars and trainings sections. And Slim's already done 3 awesome trainings on the impulse monitor and the SIR grid relative to the price action, where he steps us through what happened throughout the session and how the both of those products could have guided us in terms of what is going on. And so we can plan on continuing to build this out and make sure that if you are members that you are checking this out. And as Slim mentioned, we do have a excellent special going. It's $24.50. It's 30% off for the first month. It's unbelievable information. You know, basically it's about $1 a day to test it out for getting insights into a methodology that I mentioned in the beginning that Slim's been developing for now 6 decades, that we continue to surface new technology around. So we're here to support our members. We want you to be successful because our success is your success.
Great, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to take this back over. And that concludes Matt's little segment in here of great in-depth look at these services.